you will punish her, and if the man steal, you will not. If the woman kill, you will punish her, and the man will not. Same adultery, same prostitute. So, if you want to punish the woman, punish the man. Otherwise, don't punish them. You want to cover them, then both. Why you are discriminating and targeting women? So this is, I want to emphasize. The other thing is the cover of the face. In that time, women don't cover, because she covered her face to deceive him that she is not his daughter-in-law. So that's mean usually women, and in their time, who cover the face is prostitute, because they don't want anybody to know them. That's mean that they were not covering the face. The face is not seducing. This is for identity. Okay, what make Prophet Muhammad alayhi salam make it law from God, of course, inspiration from God, lawful to cover the face. حتى لا يعرفنا فيؤذين. That's the point, not seduction. God did not mention in Quran about seduction. He said حتى لا يعرفنا, cover your face, حتى لا يعرفنا فيؤذين. Okay. So the women start covering their faces in the time of Prophet Muhammad. I'm sure they've been harassed too much. Now, in our time, I tell you it's lawful now. You can uncover your face. Why? Because in your identity, your face is there. So there is no, the point of you will not be harmed is not there today. You will be harmed anyway, because your identity in your card, ID card. If somebody want to harass you, they will know where are you even by the media and the identity card. So if the point of harming is not there, then what's the point of covering the face? So I make it lawful to show your face, but without the seduction of the bit of making the mouth big and too much of eye seduction, liners and lashes. Make it just face with a little bit, not too much makeup, just to make you a little bit not look sick, pale, without the seduction part, because there is two parts in the makeup. One to make you healthy looking, and the other one is for seduction. So avoid the seduction part of it. But as she was being brought out, she sent word to her father-in-law, "It is by the man to whom these things belong that I am pregnant." Then she said, "See whose seal and cord and staff these are." Judah recognized them and said, "She is in the right rather than I, since I did not give her to my son Shelah. He had no further sexual relation with her. When the time of her delivery came, there were twins in her womb. While she was giving birth, one put out his hand, and the midwife took and tied the crimson thread on his hand, noting, 'This one came out first.' But as they withdrew his hand, his brother came out, and she said, 'What a breach you have made for yourself.' So he was called Beriz. Afterward, his brother, who had the crimson thread on his hand, came out. He was called Zerah. Anything else we benefit? that they preserve the babies. They didn't kill the babies to satisfy the society and cover their guilt. So this is what you should do. Don't kill babies to cover your mistake. Just admit your mistake. Even if it's the father, admit your mistake, preserve the babies. What you have to be done to you. If it's not raping, you kill them. Anybody rape, kill. Because raping will make another rape and have a bad effect, psychological effect on the who you raped. But if it's not raping, it's agreement, the punishment will be 100 beat in the back, and it should not mark the skin. So this is God's laws for both, for the man and for the woman. Babies, you preserve. This is if you want to follow God's laws and not be exposed to his punishment. Another benefit of it, that's the benefit of the chapter. Now for the media, there is more. I record. A lot of people is complaining of the economic, that it is unfair around the world. Some country is rich, some country is poor. And the rich country, they are printing the paper, the money paper. So they have endless money. The endless money have. So of course they will be rich forever. And never the poor country will reach their level. So they will oppress the poor country. And then the poor country will sacrifice and will lose a lot, be like a slave for the rich country because of the printing of the paper monetary. Solution: to make it fair and to have a real monetary system. Real. The only solution is metal. I know it's hard, but this is the only solution that will make the world fair in monetary system and economic and real. Because now we are in a deception monetary system. Deception. You look at the bank, you have 7 billion. Next day, you have 0 billion. It's just number. Numbers can be easily stolen, can be easily controlled by any problem. Any problem. So it is easy for manipulation, the paper money, easy for deception. Other countries whose printing will abuse the other country who is fearing God and they don't want to print. They can. They cannot. They can print also. But they do want. They do want to be unethical. They want to be honest. And their honesty took them to poverty and being oppressed and abused. So I hope the leader of the world sit together and decide no paper monetary system, only metal monetary system, and this is will make the world economic fair and real. I hope some country will start it. When some group agree and start it between them, the others will follow. In the fight continue, and also not only fight, people is confused what to do, what to stop the fight. Remember, you are closing your eyes on the spiritual realm. Now if any leader will recruit fighter, any leader, small or big, country wise or section wise, They work on the emotional aspect, the spiritual aspect, to get more fighter soldiers. So if you want to solve the fight and the wars, work on the spiritual. How? Recognize and admit that there is three main spiritual in the world. There is the Bible, according to the holy books, Bible and Torah. Spiritual need belligerent when they want to have a problem or want to have extreme worship. They go to the places where their prophets, who they read in their holy book, went and have covenant of God, and then they will repeat the covenant of God and say, I will keep the covenant God. Same what the prophet kept. This is important. If you ignore it, if you neglect it, the war will continue. It will never end. Don't say that, oh, we are in khalas, now the globalization is electronic and technology, AI, people are classy, they don't think about spiritual. No, you are just ignoring. You are covering something everybody pretending not exist. Yeah, I don't believe in religion. No, no. Then when she have a problem or he have a problem, God, I need to go belligerent. Then they go belligerent to come down. They just sit in the party or whatever occasion you call them in, that, oh, this is spiritual, is something backward. They just said that. Some people. So don't ignore the spiritual and think the fight will stop. It will forever until the day of judgment continue. Recognize it, admit it, and do something about it. So there is three main. One is the holy book of the Bible and Torah, which is in Israel. Just admit it. And there is the holy book of Quran, which is in Mecca. And there is the coming Savior, which is in the East province. These, no matter how much you neglect it, you try to deceive people and lie on them and say this is nothing will happen and nothing, this is just backwarded idea. Again, people will come back and say, no, this is the truth. Because God is there inspiring, waking up the people. No matter how much you tried your best and strategy to cover it, to come out, then you cover it, come out. So don't resist God. Instead, admit it and let the Bible and the Torah follow